Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Driving Fearlessly, the show in which we turn off the air conditioner so we can hear the audio later and talk about what it is that's going on. Well, what it is that's going on is it is still that in-between time between Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day. Or is that St. Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day? I thought more about that issue. I think that we all know people named Patrick. So we say St. Patrick to make sure that we're talking about that person instead of people named Patrick in general, because we know people named Patrick in general, whereas we don't know very many people named Valentine. I know one person named Valentine, and I know it's the last name sometimes too, but I guess Valentine's Day is much likelier to refer to a particular person than Patrick's Day is. Patrick's Day, we know lots of Patricks. So just a thought. I've been told it's the same way in the UK, but I wonder if it's different other places. I think that the medieval calendar had saints' days on every day, but how much did the common people celebrate saints' days? You know, they must have picked a few as opposed to every darn day celebrate 5 saints or 2 saints or whatever. Anyway, so we're in the medieval period produced whatever period we used to be in, and then that period is going away because we are in a state of cultural free fall. I think it would be similar to the time when the old gods were replaced by the Christian God. Or maybe when Hinduism was replaced by Buddhism. Or maybe when Christianity was replaced by Islam or something like that. So who knows? We'll see what happens next, won't we? As we round the bend into March. So the Shamrock Shake has come back, and whenever I see the Shamrock Shake, I remember a time when I did not share my Shamrock Shake. And I bet most people don't think of such small offenses as often as I do. But I bet some people do, and I'm one of those people. Kind of wish I wasn't, but we are what we are. But we're moving steadily towards what we become. Scott Adams says that there is no such thing as free will, but I think what he means is that there is such a thing as choosing where we go step by step by step by step, but then that leads us to a particular place later. Because he also talks about making little changes and going in the direction in which you wish to end up. So how do you reconcile both of those things? That you choose, like if you can't go to the gym, you at least put your clothes on and drive to the parking lot. And then it's easier if you go to the gym the next day because you didn't lose out the habit of everything you do. You know, if you want to eat less of some food, you put the fork down right now as opposed to think about putting the fork down later. Things like that. But then he says that all those things add up to an unavoidable lack of free will, and I just don't understand that. But nobody understands free will, so whatever. That's the consequence of the medieval world ending, in which they talked about free will. And now we just talk about do what you want, which is pretty similar to free will, isn't it? So anyway, we are approaching March. month named for Mars, the martial god, the god of war. But other things too, right? Planning, regimentation, things like that. We will leave the month of February, which I don't know what February is named for. How can that be possible? I know it's spelled funny, like Wednesday. February seems funny in our English spelling, but what the heck does it stand for? I don't know. So we're into the new year. January is over. February is almost over. And my show starts on March 1st. So that'll be fun. We've reached that point where it's like, oh no. But there's always a point where it's, oh no. But hopefully the audience will love it. We'll see. So I'll catch you on the next one. And that's it for now.